Welcome to the 33rd edition of WWMS. I am Chase Cooper, and later joined by our geopolitical friend Arav and soccer fanatic Noah. And we have many things to break down in today's episode, including President's Day and NASA's plan to create a Mars simulation. But first, let's start off with our joke of the week. What do elves learn in school? The alphabet. We hope you all got some enjoyment out of that very funny joke. But before we jump into anything, we need to talk about some soccer news. More specifically, what are the best the sport has to offer in Lionel Messi and his club, from our soccer fanatic, Noah.
Now let's dive into our soccer news. When you combine the 31st best soccer club out of the 4,400 in the world and the best soccer player in the world, you get an amazing, whole league dominating club, right? Well, not exactly. For a while, Messi was proving that one man could carry the team to victory after victory. Messi got injured, Miami lost games, and they haven't been close to seeing a playoff berth. More than 60% of the teams qualify for the postseason. Miami actually has amazing players, but just can't put them to use. They have an amazing ex-Barcelona squad consisting of Luis Suarez, Messi, Sergio Busquets, and Jordi Alba. They might be the best players in the MLS, though they can't do amazing with each other. I originally had high hopes for the club, but now I can't imagine them doing well at all.
For our interview this week, I got to sit down with an actor in just his teenage years, Sabatino Cruz, and he spoke about his acting career and how he handles school, homework, and a career all at the same time.
How'd you really get started in your career and kind of get up to the point where you're at now?
Yeah, so for me, it started out with elementary school productions with the school musical in fourth grade. I wind up doing that. It was the Lion King Youth Band. That was really fun. I had a blast doing that. I decided to sign up for the summer show because I'm like, hey, the previous one was pretty fun, and I like this, and I want to try it. So I wind up signing up for that, and I love that too. So I sort of just I keep going with it. I keep on doing more shows, just in community theater. So I start auditioning for some more professional productions and everything. And I wind up loving that too. So I just keep auditioning for stuff, and eventually I sort of got to where I am.
You were mentioning, kind of when you were talking about that, it was towards your final weeks of school. How are you able to handle the fact that you have schools, right? Maybe you go to college, maybe you don't. How are you able to handle that and be not a full-time actor, but still an actor in this business? How are you able to and then you just have a personal life as well. How do you handle everything?
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that because during the time when I did the show, I was getting ready for an AP exam, finals for all my classes and everything. So the show, it was a very short amount of rehearsal time. It was only about 2 weeks. So while I was rehearsing for the show, trying to get ready as soon as possible, I was also trying to study for finals and pray that I got good grades on them. Which, how it worked most of the time is that I'd go to school for the first 2 hours, and then I'd have to go to the main office and be like, hey, I need to leave for rehearsal. And they'd hand me a pass and everything. They'd let me go and do my thing. I had to keep communicating with my high school. And then once shows happened, it started winding down a little. I was able to get back into class and everything. But I still had to go and do homework on the rides to and back from rehearsal, whether it be in the car or on the train. So it's busy.
Awesome. You've already, obviously, we've been talking about it throughout the entire interview. You've achieved so much. You've already done so much, especially for your age. But say we did this again, I'm just making this up, in 20, 30 years. What do you want the world to think of Sabatino Cruz, and what has that guy accomplished in 20, 30 years?
My goal is that in 20, 30 years, I'm hoping I could be a household name. Whether it be in the theater world, whether it be on Broadway, or TV and film, or in Hollywood. I feel like those are the places where it's that's where dreams get real.
Thanks so much to Tino for coming on. It was reported earlier this week by ScienceAlert.com that NASA is seeking 4 people for what appears to be a year-long simulation of what it would be like to live on Mars. It has been a goal by many in the space industry to create life on Mars, especially from investors in the business like Elon Musk, but we're finally starting to get closer with the simulation. According to an article by ScienceAlert.com, the Red Planet simulation will involve humans being stuck in a 1,700 square foot natural environment titled Mars Dune Alpha, where the same limited resources that are on Mars will be in the simulation. The people who can participate have to be between the ages of 30 and 55, and they cannot have a history of smoking or a criminal record, according to the website. They also need experience as an aircraft pilot or have military training. NASA explains it on their website as during the mission, the crew will need conduct simulated spacewalks and provide data on a variety of factors, which may include physical and behavioral health and performance. Grace Douglas, the crew health and performance exploration analog principal, said, having this analog environment allows us to put in some of the other realism effects which we might not get into the International Space Station, and it allows us to get a larger sample size. They will decide who they will have on the mission by searching through everybody who filled out their online application, which ends on the 2nd of April. What is the goal? Well, they want to test out what living environments would be like for the most experienced and trained humans on the world on Mars, let alone just an average person who may want to live there. So it is very interesting and will take a lot of work, but I am very curious to see what the results are from this simulation. Now let's go to Arav for his segment on President's Day and Ash Wednesday.
What's up, dudes? Last Monday, February 19th of 2024, was President's Day, a national U.S. holiday celebrated on the third Monday of February every single year. This holiday was originally used to celebrate George Washington's birthday, but has over time turned into a holiday celebrating former President Lincoln's birthday as well. Many states observe the holiday as either President's Day, Washington's birthday, or Washington and Lincoln's birthdays as of recently. Connecticut officially refers to the holiday as Washington's birthday, but considers it a celebration of the birthdays of both presidents. The holiday is also a tribute to the general who created the first military badge of merit for the common soldier. This is the Purple Heart Medal, which to this day bears George Washington's image. In separate news, on February 14th, 2024, it was Ash Wednesday, a holiday celebrated by people from many Western denominations of Christianity. Ash Wednesday is the first day of Lent, which is a 6-week-long period right before Easter or Jesus' rebirth, when Christians sacrifice one thing. The most common sacrifices include alcohol, fast food, profanity, coffee, gossip, or social media. On Ash Wednesday itself, many do not eat meat and attend a special church service where they get a cross of ash on their head. And on that note, you guys know the drill. Peace out, Fairfield Woods Middle School.
Now let's head into rapid fire segments. 60 seconds and ticking. It is February, which means we are just 1 month away from March Madness, so let's have a Connecticut college basketball talk. Locally, the Fairfield University Stags men's basketball team picked up a massive 94-80 win over Mount St. Mary's with a program record 18 three-pointers made, and at 16-10 seemed to be a contender to make their first NCAA tournament since 1997. As for the University of Connecticut, the reigning national champions, who have won 14 of their last 15, are ranked as the #1 team in the country after a 28-point win over 4th-ranked Marquette on Saturday. The Huskies are on a roll and seem destined for back-to-back titles, the first team that would do so since 2007. A recent article by Times Magazine just broke down exactly how many views Mr. Beast actually gets. For context, a video about a $1 vacation versus a $250,000 vacation got 52 million views in its first 24 hours, which is more than twice as many people who saw Barbie or Oppenheimer on opening weekend. And over all of his channels and accounts, he estimates he appears on camera about 30 billion times per year. It's safe to say people know who Mr. Beast is. Let's head into our trivia this week. You can scan the QR code here at the top of the screen, or you can click the link in the description box below for the trivia. What profession is Sabatino Cruz? How many ex-Barcelona players are playing for Inter Miami? What day was Ash Wednesday? What is Fairfield University's record? What age group do the people in the Mars simulation need to be? And how many views did Mr. Beast's $1 vacation versus $250,000 vacation get in 24 hours? That will do it here for the 33rd edition of WWMS. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for some very cool and different content coming up on the channel. Thanks so much to a great behind-the-scenes crew alongside Noah and Arav. Signing off from Fairfield Woods Middle School, I am Chase Coburn, and we'll see you next Friday. Wow, let's go! What is up, guys? Welcome to the bloopers here of WWMS number 33. That's a good blooper. All right. 3, 2, 1, action. 59.37. That is good, ladies and gentlemen. This is Noah's soccer segment. Alright, this is where you scroll down.
This is it. There's nothing else here.
This is where you scroll down.
Oh, wow.
You have to go up. Oh my god. Parse while you're on scrolling duty.
No! The geopolitical segment, Ash Wednesday and Washington's birthday. Number 33, WWMS.
Being stuck in a 17-foot yeah. Which, by the way, folks, I'm recording right now and he has nothing down. Major FYI.
No, this has it.
Yeah, what's up, dudes? Good job.
No, I also wrote last Monday, February 19th.
Oh, yeah, by the way, you wrote 2023. I had to change it to 2024.
What?
All right, here we go. Ian, you ready? I'm going to start it after I say ticking, all right?
Okay.